Ɛyɛ Zu Jimesoe. Untimi nyeme so. Why wanim ketewa se ntete akre tourist wonum kankan se na ntubini. Untimi nyeme so se ɛyɛ za. Arai. Mahama mo wani maguase.
Welcome to the Political Rant with me, the voice right on Ghana and 7TVGH. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notifications. Right, anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified.
Yakwatu ababa. Nipakuro at the electricity 14.75. 14.75. At about to handle. Light is obia use into a wachira. It's water 4.09 at Abacount. So Tarana is a boy and Yanu onto Tony. Asaso a kafa, the may dreba, deal levide, aden. Mama, a better gun of your wedding. A better gun of wedding.
Now, why did you use Miss Anna? Won't better make a say.
At this and Yabutelo. Yabutel, Ati. Yabutana Kufa the number of the Moka say. Into a man can say, Yati, you know a gun of all.
Staruka Empacho, a drew so a more time no Wakasa.
Staruka, yet I'm bringing your album. No, so I can't the eye botcher. Or yell a gun of flew from the Yancy gun of one yell cacra. On no some the year canoe. Was a Kufa do more knitting yet din or you would ding you what I can. Was Shana Horribumpo. Or so for drew, or so Nanaja Jimino, so for Papena Eba Bonan away. Yan was a fool. Daddy. Miss Hamama. Promise or do my Ghana for no nearly for woman in zero parliament. The means in your door a petrol number tempo. And what gas was what that to do?
Yes, see auto gas crying, Sanasa. And
what gas was what that to do? Nipanaba is electricity at the bun. It's water, it have I saw the demand about to do. No more the same people. More NDC from a mon pebre diabono. What about the Yankee and Anu? What did I gun and Quasia for Manana? What did I gun in answer for you? One you that go for your business wall. Lighting and super academic light no dinada. Light no dinado.
No, injuries.
Nasabaka ten there. Sabi, light or what they get chiabu. No one vehicle check out. Now but 14 pints. Never in its house to put him adding. Mrs. I'm impediment bofu, but as one may kind there. Ghana you baby around casa. Every Ghanaian must talk. You see, Miminyobia, I will ordinarily refer to Trini Jonas. But Narampona, oh dear, Kufada, tell me Didi. When would I know why you're bonnetia Ghana? Intende or cade, Sa Kufada Nabrodun, yes, Shana Horoba. When you know, and this for you wicked, where you evil. Where you evil. More you evil. More you evil people. Sadam not there. No, I could find an emotion. I didn't tell what an hour.
America ever identify his political affiliation. No. Maybe not until Akufo-Addo came at point. I never even knew he was even a politician. And again, until also told his even brother was the NDC, the Akufo-Addo lawyer. That's when some of us even got to know him. So where? So why is this when you guys came into power? It's like instead of you focus and see how you can build Ghana to win, but it's rather political intimidation. Why? So we are asking the NDC, please. I know it's premature for some of us to start criticizing you, but it is very necessary for you to pay attention as to how Ghana can win. You can't keep trying to divert the attention for what? It's not going to work. I'm telling you. Because remember, Shamuna sent me some certain video concerned about one Zongo guy concerned about cattle. And in the video, Shamuna was not even paying attention. He said that the cattle that will buy them 4,000, today we are buying 20,500. Go and listen to the same video I sent to you. The cattle that I bought 150 million, 120 million last year. I bought the same cattle 200 something million this year. So on what basis are you justifying? Sir, you should do everything possible to tarnish the image of Akufo-Addo. We never said the cost of living in Akufo-Addo regime was good, but compared to yours, as almost all the fundamentals are working right now, but yet we are being projected that our GDP growth is going to decline by 4.4%. This is something that you guys should be thinking about. How can someone indeed hand over 5.7 GDP growth for you, and we have been projected it's going to decline? You don't even care as to whatever measures are you going to put place in order to, accommodate that kind of, that kind of declining. But you are rather focusing to see how you are comparing yourself to MPP as administration. Again, Kofa always say, we don't have any rivalry issue with you guys. The only time that we can go into competition between you and I is, let's see our effort. Let's see our performance when it comes to the economy. That's what matters. It's not comparing yourself in the name of group, whoever. Nobody care about it. Many man who say, Mr. with all due respect, but Ghana, I don't know. We are serious. Build to build Ghana. So it is better you guys should really join up with that kind of seriousness in order to build that kind of good Ghana we are looking for. Thank you very much.
Pachomo baby sa question answer me nko. Okay, I'm saying any question there. Yeah, that's it. Now let's pick this issue one after the other. So Nico, the reason for me asking you that question, say if it was 14.99, right? And as you see about form, no, you couldn't tell whether there was a reduction. So let's do this simple math using 100 liters, okay, of fuel. Now, even if we decide to say, so okay, Edru baby ama abayano cry is 17. When you multiply 100 by 17, you are getting 1,700. And even more very pedestrian, as at that time, we were still paying e-levy. It is a Sikano Kreg phone so, and you were paying 1,700 for fuel. If you were even supposed to send that money to Nipano or Tofuono, you pay an e-levy of 17 cedis. Now, fast forward, at the price of 12.50 pesos, if you are buying the same 100 liters now, you are paying 1,250. In this case, even if you are using your mobile money to pay, there is no e-levy. You see, sometimes you people just want to come into a debate for no reason. Meanwhile, some of these things are common sense application.
But let me say that one critical thing that I think lawyer Martin people also raised, we are confronted with a situation where there's very little trust for government and government institutions.
Unfortunately,
in this country.
Yes. Prof, I lost
Hello?
you briefly. Yes, you are saying there's very little trust for...
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Prof.
Yeah, very little trust in government and government institutions because of how we have justified the introduction of taxes and levies in this country. For a number of them, we used situational developments to explain the introduction of those taxes, and we package them as temporary tax handles or levies. But then after a while, they assume permanency. And then even though the situation probably would have improved, or there wasn't sufficient structural reforms in dealing with some of the issues that occasioned those arrears or losses which they used to justify the introduction of those taxes. And I think that is where we are right now. Let me say, and I've indicated already that I have a soft side for this levy. Not that is the optimal thing to do, but I'm looking at a number of factors. In my analysis, I used February and export price, where for a liter of petrol, we were looking at something close to 16 Ghana cedis per liter for petrol. That's end of February. I'm using end of February. That was when we saw the appreciation of the cedi, and then towards the end of April, the aggressive strengthening of the currency. So if you look at it from that perspective, from approximately 16 Ghana cedis, and you look at end of May, the same liter of petrol, we are looking at approximately 12 Ghana cedis. So it means that there is a savings of almost 4 Ghana cedis. In my estimation, we are looking at average savings per liter of petrol of about 3.2 Ghana cedis to the consumer, largely driven by the aggressive strengthening of the currency. So with that space, with that comfort, I believe government is looking at it that instead of passing on all the 3.2 Ghana cedis per liter because of the aggressive strengthening of the currency, largely, can we introduce, let's say, a levy of 1 Ghana cedi, essentially holding back 1 Ghana cedi from the 3.2 or so that would have gone to the consumer? Because whether we like it or not, given the current pricing window that we witness, every liter that you buy, you are making considerable savings, and simply because of the exchange rate largely and all of that. So from that perspective, I think that the optimal way to package this levy was to look at it more like a windfall tax. A windfall tax where you say that we do not intend to pass on all